Hey, how are you? Happy Saturday evening. Uh, so, uh, Give me a second. Let me grab some relevant drinks and then we get started. So, what we do nowadays is this mathematics, right? Because humanology after a while gets kind of boring. So, yeah, we're doing mathematics. Yeah, let's continue. Uh, yeah. Let's continue with mathematics. So what kind of mathematics? Population growth model, demographics, right? Um, we took the cue from the mayflies, who, as an adult, mayflies, they live only one day. They reproduce and they die. How about Alaska salmon? Yeah, they reproduce and they die. Animals, they do die. Okay. Humans, yeah, maybe one day, anti-aging drug therapy. Who knows? Maybe Jesus Christ will come again and save all of us from death, give eternal life. That can happen. Okay, so we are not talking about people's death. Okay, because that's too negative, right? But animal death is not always negative. Why? Because we eat animals. Unless you are vegetarians, herbivore. I mean, animal. Unless you're vegetarian, vegans, okay, or if you're herbivore animal, maybe your cat, your dog, maybe they are vegetarians too. I don't know. But other than that, if you're meat eater like I am, we eat animals and they die. Okay, so yeah, so animal death is now always negative. Something very negative. Okay. How about vermins like mosquitoes, like bed bugs, blood sucking just ticks? Okay, they have finite lifespan. They don't live forever. Okay, we want them to die because they are bad. They're vampire Draculas, these bed bugs, blood sucking insects. We want them to die, right? Yeah. And yeah, they have final lifespan, whatever. Okay, so yeah, we are trying to factor in this factor of death. All right, it's lifespan constant. We call it L. All right. Okay, so we're gonna make some examples. Okay, let's give one more day to mayflies to live and reproduce. Okay, so first generation, there's only one mayfly, right? One mayfly, right? Second time, so this time number one, time number two, there's one mayfly and also the two baby flies. Okay. And unlike our previous scenario, yeah, this mayfly have one more day to survive and also reproduce. Okay. So next day, this one mayfly is this it's last day. Okay, uh, so these two mayflies, right? They're still alive, and this one mayfly make two babies. Okay, and these two mayflies, each of them make two babies. So now you have four babies. So fourth generation, second generation, third generation. Okay. All right. Now, now this guy's gone. All right, but this guy's still alive, and now you have six of them, right? And now fourth generation, each of them give birth to babies. 2 times 2, okay? And these guys gave birth to babies too. So, okay? Now, fifth day, these two guys, they die, right? But these guys are still here, and you have 16 of them, and then all of these guys give birth to babies, okay? So you have 12 plus 32, okay? We'll do one more, okay? So, sixth day. Now these guys die, right? And then these guys still persist. So you have 16 of these guys and 44 of these guys. And then you have next generation 32 plus 88. We'll do one more, okay? Yeah, systematic enumeration method to observe some pattern, okay? Always works, right? Yeah, most of the times. Yeah. I could not prove or disprove Goldbach's conjecture using systematic enumeration, so doesn't always work, but many times it works. Okay. All right. Now, one more time. These guys they die out, right? But these guys persist. One less day, one less time, and you have 120. Next generation, 88 plus 240. Okay, and so on. Right. So now let's take 5 minutes break, and then we'll try to observe some patterns here, and then come up with a formula. Oh, yeah, very good. All right, we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay. All right. were very kind to me. Okay, so uh, before we continue this, let's take a break from mathematics. Okay. Yeah, let me tell you some stories, right? Also clarify, and also some erratum. Correct myself. Well, erratum first. In the paper, one of the papers I wrote, I said I went too far with relativity. Okay, and I said geocentric view and heliocentric view they are equivalent. That's what I said, but I was wrong. Why? Because the world spinning around us is different from we just spinning ourselves. Why? Because when we just rotate ourselves, spin ourselves like this, there's some acceleration. So accelerometer will detect that. So they are not equivalent. Okay, so but I said it was equivalent. I was wrong. All right, so I have to write that down in the paper I'm writing. Okay, so later. Yeah. Okay. Some stories, sure. Yeah. I mean, if you want to take a look at this, while I'm talking. Yeah, during my campaign trail, I met old people in the neighborhood, in the valley. Okay, all different ages, young people, elderlies, people who are in their teens, high schoolers, or children, or people in their 20s, 30s, everybody, all different genders, races. Okay, they're fantastic people. Okay, yeah, they're great. And fantastic people. Okay, so, but I'm a male, adult man. So when I was interacted with young ladies, like in their 20s, I exercise extreme caution. Why? Because I'm a man and they're very attractive young ladies. Okay, so I had to be very careful. But they were very kind and generous to me. Okay. Sometimes if we dance together and we even sang together in karaoke dance club. Okay. But I was very careful. Okay. Why? Because I'm a man. They're attractive young ladies. Okay. So I had to exercise extreme caution. Okay. But they were very nice to me. God bless them. They're so nice. Very kind and generous. To sing with me, dance with me, okay. And yeah, great interaction. Yeah. Great people. Let me refill this vodka, okay. Okay, so let's think about this. All right. Well, let's just add up numbers first. Total population. All right. Let's see if there's some obvious pattern like we've seen before. Okay. Total 1, 3, 9, 24, 54, 66, 60, 92, 180, right? Uh, 360, 404, 492. Okay. Do you see any pattern here? Not really, right? Okay. So the equation won't be that obvious like we've seen before. Okay. Uh, yeah. So it will require some mathematical thinking, right? So it's non-trivial, right? But no problem. We know what's going on here. Okay. Mayflies live for 3 days. Okay. And they die. They pass away. Mayflies. They get to have chance to reproduce for 2 days. All right. That's what's going on here. Population is growing, but this is not geometric growth though. Okay. It's like it's more arithmetic growth. Okay, like 3 times, 3 times, less than 3 times, less than 3 times, less than 3 times. Okay, so it's not geometric growth, but it's more like arithmetic growth. Okay, so it's not exponential, but it's more like linear, right? Yeah, but it is growing. Okay, and we want to come up with some nice equation for these numbers. All right, it won't be too difficult. All right, now let's go back. All right, go back to previous whiteboard that we talked about last time. Yeah. Anyways, let's take a break from all this. Yeah, so after last episode that we filmed this morning, Saturday morning, yeah, I watched some music videos and did some dancing as an exercise, and then watched another X-File episode, I think. Which one? I don't remember, alright, but then I went to bed. Then I woke up about 2 hours ago, Saturday evening, like 5 o'clock p.m. I went to supermarket. Why? I missed people. Yeah, I did kind of felt lonely. So I went to see people. So I went to supermarket, bought some food, and went to a park. Why? Because I missed trees. So along the hiking trail, yeah, I ran, and then yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, sometimes I miss people. Yeah, Just in the supermarket, just by interacting with them, watching them, it really helps. Yeah, I love people. Okay, what do we have here? Mayfly, right? Give birth to two babies. After that, it dies. Okay? So one mayfly giving birth to two babies, so there are three mayflies. But the previous generation mayfly, it dies, so there are two of them, okay? Now, oh, we made a mistake here, didn't we? Oops. Because this is not six, it's supposed to be four. We have to redo this. Alright? It happens. Ah, okay. A population growth model that accounts for fixed lifespan and death, right? Maybe some people already have studied that. We don't care, right? Why? We just want to have fun, okay? We don't want like studying what other people already did. We want to create something, discover something on our own, right? Yeah, whatever other people did, yeah, we don't have time to study. Okay, it's not fun to read what other people already did. Okay, we want to discover something brand new, right? All right, so you have time. Uh, Mayfly, one mayfly, and it dies. Well, after giving two mayflies, okay, two mayflies, each of them giving birth to two of them, so four of them, and they die. So four mayflies give birth to two of them, so the total number eight, and they die. Okay, okay, so it is two to the end. Okay, okay. If they just live only one day, okay. Okay, okay, okay. So yeah. So we weren't too wrong. All right. Yeah. In the previous slide. Whatever. All right. So, yeah. Well, before we make general formula, maybe we can find some recurrence relation formula, which is a lot easier than general formula. Okay, so uh, sure. Once we find recurrence relationship, from recurrence relationship, sometimes we can use, I mean, mathematician, they can use like generating function to derive more generic formula. I don't know too much about generating function. Okay, it was I tried to study it a little bit, but I backed off. Why? It was too much technicality. Okay, so but I know it's there. Okay. Anyways, some recurrence formula. Okay. It's a tricky question, really. Okay, so you have generation one, generation two, generation three, right? And they like live for 3 days, something like that. Okay. So 2 plus 4. Did it come from? 1 times 2 plus 2 times 2, because fourth generation, second generation, all of them, each of them make 2 babies, and they'll be third generation. Okay. Yeah, I mean these 2 guys, they'll be uncles and aunts, but these 4 guys will be grandsons, but they are the same age, right? So we just call it third generation. Okay. Next, 2 and 6. So 2 times 2, 4. 6 times 2, 12. That's a fourth generation. Okay. Hey. Only thing we are doing here is adding up 2 numbers and multiplying them by 2. Just addition and multiplication. Okay. But still, to find a generic formula for this, it's not obvious. It's a little bit challenging. All right. So we'll take time. Right. Today's Saturday. Right. We'll take time. Take it nice and slow. We'll take 5 minutes break. Okay. So. Uh, yeah. Mathematics. Yeah. All that math. Oh. Well, I have to correct myself again. This is kind of exponential, a little bit. Okay, it's definitely more than two to the x. It's more like three to the x, right? Slightly, we're halfway between two to the x and three to the x, but still exponential. It's not arithmetic growth. It is exponential growth, like maybe 2.5 to the x, something like that. Okay, yeah, I have to correct myself. Yeah, some erratum again. All right, correction. Oh well. So we start with one. Next day, this one mayfly have two babies. Okay. Next day, two babies. Each of them have two babies, grandchildren. Four of them. Okay, so two times two. And the parent mayfly itself have two babies. After that, it dies. Okay. So this mayfly species, subspecies, live 2 days, get to reproduce twice in 2 days. Okay? Unlike the previous, I'm sorry about this pimple. Okay, it will go away. Week. I tried to pop it, but it wouldn't pop. Okay, so anyway, it's go away in a week. All right, so you just have to bear with me. Okay, so but previous scenario, mayfly, the mayfly subspecies, it only lived for 1 day as an adult, reproduced one time, and it died. The growth exponential, yeah, two to the x, right? That was straightforward. But in this case, mayflies, they get to reproduce twice in 2 days, okay, and then they die off, right? So we want to find general formula for this. It will be exponential, okay, but some variation. Okay, so I'm struggling to find out exact formula for that. Okay, maybe your mathematics better than mine. Okay, right? Yeah, maybe you already figured it all out. Okay, well, good for you. All right, but I'm slow. My math isn't that good, so maybe grab some blanket. I'm getting chilly. All right. Ah, ah, oh. Yeah, please do practice dancing. It's very good for balancing, okay? Because on the driveway, they're like ice, right? Yeah, and when you're old, it's very easy to break bones, okay? So it's balancing exercise is so important as you get old, okay? But you don't want to break any bones. Slip and fall, eyes on the driveway. Okay, balancing is so important. Muscle exercise very important too. Hmm. As you get older, okay, yeah. Yeah. Let me disconnect cable, the external hard drive cable. But sometimes it makes some clicks, okay, for whatever reason. Well, let's go to the previous whiteboard, okay? That's a lot easier. So, ugh, this particular whiteboard is so heavy, for whatever reason. So, n t is equal to 2 to the t minus 1, right? It's that simple because this mayfly, one mayfly, okay? Next day give birth to two babies and it dies. The two mayflies give birth to four babies and it dies. Four mayflies give birth to eight babies and it dies. Okay, so yeah, it's very straightforward here. But this is like two is equal to one multiplied by two plus one minus one. Okay, so and four is equal to two times two plus two minus two. Why? Because this parental mayflies they die. Okay, so those are the hidden terms. All right. Okay. All right. And 8 is equal to 4 times 2 plus 4 minus 4. Okay? Yeah. Those are hidden terms. It's important because we want to generalize this, all right? So we need to see some pattern here, okay? Let me change my eyeglasses. It's kind of too heavy. It was bothering my nose ridge. Okay, let's switch this whiteboard, okay? So, all right. Let's use different color, okay? So So 3 is equal to uh 1 plus 1 times 2. Okay, here we have 9. Okay, 9 is equal to 1 plus 1 times 2 plus 2 times 1 plus 1 times 2. Okay. 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 You know what? We have to step back. Let's calculate, let's just draw out a subspecies of mayflies that never dies. Because that's a lot easier. Okay. We worked that out, but it was too simple. It's like bacterial growth, binary fission, triple fission. So, but we need, it seems like it will help us to generalize. Okay. Because that's a lot easier. Okay. So let's work that out. We take 5 minutes break, grab another whiteboard, and come up with the same formulation where the mayfly never dies. Okay. And then from there, we'll generalize in terms of lifespan. So infinite lifespan, that's the easiest case. And the other extreme, mayflies only live once. Only one chance of reproduction. It dies. Then it dies. Okay. And those two extremities is very easy. It's the difficult part when in the middle. Like mayflies, they live for 5 days, 10 days. Those are the difficult part. That's more general case. All right. So boundary condition is very easy. Well, differential equation, right? Yeah, boundary condition very easy. All right. Special case, constants as opposed to variables, right? All right. So we'll take 5 minutes break and we'll talk about mayflies that live forever. Okay, because that's a lot easier. All right. Then we come back to this. Okay. Right. We'll take 5 minutes. Right? Yeah, we're making very good progress here. So. Okay. Okay. Whiteboard hunting. So let's take a break, okay? So yeah, in my parking lot over there, front yard, right? It was icy. So when I was taking the grocery out from the back of my car, I slipped, but I didn't fall. Why? Because I regularly exercise balancing. All right, so yeah, I mean during my lunchtime, I run on ice. Sometimes on the frozen lake. Okay, so I have a very good sense of balancing. Okay, so yeah, exercise, balancing, very important. Okay. Sometimes I do fall, but yeah, I learned in the jujitsu class how to fall safely. In Korean language, it's called nakpop. Nak means fall, pop means way or law, right? So nakpop, the law of falling, how to skill of falling, okay, the way of falling, how to fall nicely. In judo, jujitsu, they teach that. I learned some. Okay, so yeah, yeah. In computer programming, like graceful degradation, right? Even if this computer program fails, it doesn't crash. Yeah, it degrade graciously, graceful degradation. This computer programming concept. I did learn that. Okay, as a computer science major. Okay, computer science is very cool. Okay, all right. So, uh, let's grab some pen. Okay, mayflies that never die. Systematic enumeration method. 40, 52, 54. Okay, so 1, 3, total number of mayflies, okay? And then 9, 9 plus 9 times 2, 27. Yeah, yeah, it's 3 to the x, okay? All right. Why? Because, yeah, it's so n is equal to 3 to the t minus 1, right? And let's see why that's the case. Looks like that's the key to the solution, key to the problem. And we took shortcut, right? But let's dissect these numbers like surgery, anatomy, okay, autopsy. But we are not killing any animals, okay? We are not even killing numbers. Numbers, they are not live animal. It's not an organism. They are objects, metaphysical objects, numbers. So when we split it open, it's got no harm done. Nothing dies. Numbers, they are not live objects. They are dead. They are not neither live nor dead. They are objects, shadows, metaphysical shadows. Okay, so no harm done. Okay, when we dissect numbers. Okay, the concept of life and death does not apply to objects. It's neither dead nor live. Numbers, metaphysical objects. Okay, so all right. Using different color, right? So 3 is equal to 1 plus 1 times 2. 9 is equal to 1 plus 1 times 2 plus 1 plus 1 times 2 times 2. Okay? So it's geometric series basically, right? Yeah. One more. 27 is equal to 1 plus 1 times 2. Okay. Whew. So it's like an plus 1 is equal to an plus an times 2, which is 3 times an. Okay. an, an plus 1, an plus 2 times an. So 3 times an. Okay. Okay. We're trying to understand what's going on here. Okay. So, all right. Step by step. Okay. So this is a formula for population growth of mayflies that never dies. Okay, so yeah, so yeah, an is equal to 3 to the n minus 1. Okay, uh, exponential. Now, well, I mean, n of t, number of mayflies is 3 to the t minus 1. Okay, so that's one extreme, right? The other extreme is this. Fruit flies, I mean, mayflies that get to reproduce once and then it dies. The subspecies of mayfly get to reproduce only once and live for only 1 day. That's it. Okay, this is the other extreme. Boundary condition. Okay. So in this case, an plus 1 is equal to something like this. Okay, an minus an plus an times 2. Yeah, right. Yeah, recurrence relation. Okay, so because it dies, right? The parental mayfly, it dies next day after giving birth to the two babies. Okay, which is so an plus 1 is equal to 2 times an. That's why an in general is equal to 2 to the n minus 1. Okay, so it's still exponential function, but it's difference between 3 and 2, the base of the power operation. Okay, so, yeah. Okay, so when mayfly live more than 1 day, but less than infinity, the mayfly lives for like 2 days, 3 days, 10 days, halfway between, somewhere in between 1 and infinity. It will be between 2 and 3, but it will be some form of exponential function, I think, like maybe 2.3, 2.5 to the ends, something like that. Okay, so that's our next task, to find exact formula for that. Lifespan constant is L. Yeah, it's a variable. Okay, yeah, but it's not main variable. Main variable is t or n, time. Okay, so lifespan is kind of like quasi constant, quasi variable, just like R, which is reproduction rate. How many children does this mayfly have each time? Okay. Whew. Let's take 5 minutes break. Okay. So how interesting, right? Yeah, we're having fun. Recreational mathematics. Okay, let's take 5 minutes. Okay. Ah, let me flush out my eye. Ah, okay. Yeah, recurrence relation. Okay, so looks like that's the right way to think about this. Uh, okay. Sequence. Yeah, sequence analysis, recurrence relation, series, right? Yeah. First time I learned that was I was in high school, Seoul, South Korea. Okay. Yeah. Some calculus book they teach that. Okay. So, but it's not calculus. Okay. It's algebra, right? Whatever. Okay. So traditionally a to the n, an. All right. So, okay. So there a n plus one is equal to an times plus 2 times an somewhat. Okay, but at some point we have to subtract. Okay, like this guy. Okay, you have what? 24, right? Okay. Touch this panty with my finger. Okay, smearing. All right, so this guy 24 is equal to uh 1 minus 1 plus okay, let's start from the beginning. 3 is equal to 1 plus 1 times 2. 9 is equal to 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 times 1 plus 1 plus 1 times 2. Okay. Okay. Next step. Boy. Well, this is like 27 minus 3, right? Uh, okay, I got it. You got it. So this grandparental generation, this one mayfly, if it had lived, it would have made 3 children. I mean, 2 children. Okay? If this grandparental mayfly have lived, there would have been 3 more mayflies. One grandparental mayfly itself and its 2 children. So we have to subtract that. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, this is heavy. Okay. What we are doing here is different kind of mathematical education, right? We are witnessing mathematics in the making, where we are not just giving the result. Why? We don't know the results yet. Okay, this is why this humanology series is so valuable educationally, because we are doing this at like live time, real time. Mathematics in the making. Because I don't know the result yet. I'm not just sharing with you what I already know. Why? Because I don't know yet. We're figuring it out at the same time. It's real time, like TV show, 24 TV show, right? Real time. Yeah. Before this episode, yeah. After last episode, I watched 24 TV show. I didn't watch X Files. Okay. Yeah, like split screen, good stuff, right? Real time, good concept. I love that show. All right. Anyway, Jack Bauer. Okay. Kiefer Sutherland. Yeah. Son of Donald Sutherland, who's a fantastic actor himself. Okay. We got it. Okay. We're getting there. Yeah. Ah, boy. We'll get there. Okay. In time. I don't know when. Right. We'll get there. Next. 66 is equal to 81 minus 15, right? Yeah. Which is 81 minus. Okay. Okay. 15 is 9 plus 6. And 9 is this, okay? the grandparent, it would have made like 9 mayflies, right? If it would have lived forever, okay. And then children, okay, 2 of them, 2 times 3, you would have, if it survived, okay, you would have made more children. Okay, 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 we got it. Okay, so at least we all kind of understand what's going on. Okay, so okay, oh, whew. Is it difficult to see? Here, there we go. If you want, yeah, go ahead, take a screenshot, like print screen, and then Control V, paste into Microsoft Paint, right? Or Microsoft Word, whatever. Okay. Print screen, then paste into Microsoft Word, Paint software, take a screenshot and enlarge it. Save it as JPEG, whatever. Okay. Okay. We are running on very shoestring low budget. Okay. So we take 5 minutes break. Okay. I bring this closer to you so that you can read these numbers if you want to. Huh? We are getting very close. Okay. So, well, one step closer to our objective to figure out what's going on here. Right. Our objective, general formula. When mayfly live lifespan of L days, what's the population at time t? Okay, so that's our goal, right? We are getting one step closer, one at a time. Okay. God, thank you. Let's take 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you can read this, right? Yeah, that should be good enough, right? All right, we'll take 5 minutes. Ah. Hey, let's take a break from all this, okay? So we are making progress, okay? Yeah, I mean, tomorrow is Sunday, so we can continue on this Sunday, tomorrow. So, yeah, I mean, professors, PhDs, I think they're mostly doing great jobs. They're keepers of knowledge. They're like librarians, right? Book keepers. They learn and they teach. Professors, PhDs, right? Yeah, I think they're doing great job, okay? Many times free education like in YouTube, Wikipedia, okay? Yeah, brain dumping. That's great because uh original forms like Immanuel Kant in philosophy, very difficult to understand. But some professors are multilingual, so they translate to different languages, right? And they break it down for us so that it's more easily digestible, easily comprehensible, understandable. Okay. They're doing a great job. Okay. So yeah, I want to express my appreciation of those PhDs, professors. Okay. Yeah. They're doing great jobs. Okay. Mostly. Yeah. Originally the sigmoid function, okay, differential equation, but very difficult to understand. But they broke it down for us in some web pages, right? Volunteering their time so that mathematically challenged person like me can understand, right? So I appreciate the educational effort hugely. Cheers to that. Okay. I cannot do PhD. Why? Because it's just too much. Okay, but they did. Some of my siblings, my dad, my friends, they finished their PhD. Okay, so I admire. Yeah, special forces, people who went to Harvard, Yale, Stanford, or whatever school, PhD, special forces, elites. I appreciate them. Okay, yeah, it's just that I couldn't do it. Okay, so story time. We'll continue this tomorrow. Okay, we made some progress. That's good enough for now. Okay, yeah. Okay, I sleep on it. Okay, I think about it when I'm in bed. Right? Yeah. Let's put this behind us. Okay. We did enough mathematics for today. Okay. Okay. Story time. So when I was in South Korea, I went to this elitist high school, science high school. In Korean word, 과학 고등학교. 고등학교 means high school. Okay. 과학고. 과학 means science. 과학 고등학교. 고등학교 means high school. So science high school. Very elitist. Okay. Because I studied very hard when I was in middle school for 2 years. Yeah, 1.5 year. Okay. So I got in. All right. And they have this cafeteria with wonderful food. Very good, high quality food. This science high school tuition was paid by taxpayers. Okay. Yeah, it's like Seoul, South Korea, city level, tax based. Okay, so tuition was free. Right? I was there for 2 months. After that, I dropped out and transferred to regular Seoul South Korean high school in my childhood hometown, Pampo. Okay, and but when I was there for two months, I learned a lot. Higher mathematics, like pigeonhole principle, and some others. Okay, so okay, some fancy mathematics. Okay, at that time. Okay, so I was there for 2 years, science high school, Seoul, South Korea. What year? Like 1991 to 90, yeah, something like 1990. No, not 1991, 1994. Okay, so I was in middle school, 1991 to 1993. So 1994, first year in high school. Okay, so Korean high school, 3 years. Not like America. American middle school 2 years, American high school 4 years, right? But Korean middle school is 3 years, Korean high school 3 years, right? K-12, right? So before that, 6 years elementary school. That's the same. Co-ed, right? So when I was for 2 months in Korean, Seoul, South Korea high school, elitist science high school, right? One time we went to visit this university. It's called KAIST, Korean Advanced Institution of Science and Technology. KAIST. Okay. Yeah, we field trip. Okay. Yeah, we paid a visit to the campus, university campus, KAIST. Where was that? It was outside of Seoul. That's what I remember. Some outskirts outside of Seoul. Okay. I don't remember where. Okay. Maybe in Gyeongsangdo, southeast of South Korean peninsula. Okay. Something like that. Okay. So it's mostly science engineering school. Okay. Korean Advanced Institute of Science and Technology. KAIST. Okay. And yeah, we went around the campus tour and then we went to cafeteria. Amazing food. Okay. So these elitist institutions, they're fantastic food. Okay. So great food. Okay. And so this lady, college student, I'm not sure it's undergrad lady or graduate lady. I don't know, but she's a very beautiful lady. Okay, also very smart. And she got admitted to KAIST, top school in Seoul. I mean, in South Korea. It's not in Seoul. It's outskirts of Seoul. Okay, very beautiful Korean lady. Okay, also very smart. I mean, she was a student there. Okay, I just saw her. Okay, I still remember. She's Korean, Asian, right? Long hair, 무슨 뭐라 그러고 ponytail, okay, long hair, big eyes. Okay, Korean lady, okay, so very beautiful, obviously very smart too, diligent. All right. Oh yeah, yeah. How about in science high school? Yeah, there's some attractive Korean teenager ladies, but science high school it was like kind of like U.S. Army. 90% guys, 10% females, right? It's not sexism, misogyny, gender discrimination. No. It's just that, science engineering is women, they don't like it very much. Like US Army, females, they don't like it very much in general. Okay, but 10% U.S. Army soldiers, females, some of them very beautiful. I've seen them. Okay, 90% is just a bunch of guys. Okay, so Korean Science High School in 1994, yeah, 90% students, guys, 10% ladies, teenagers. How young, old were we? Like 16, 15, 16. Okay. 1994, right? Yeah, teenagers, right? And some of those female students were very beautiful. Okay, some of them. Okay, but 90% guys, 10% females. But some of them were very beautiful. I remember that. Okay, very smart too. They studied very hard. They got in. Right. I remember that. Right. When I was in Cornell, Ivy League school, PhD. Okay. Yeah, it's a PhD program in computational biology, computer science. Right. Mostly males. PhD in computer science. Where computer science will take 5 minutes. Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, gender composition. Okay, it will take 5 minutes. Okay, so story time. Yeah, I'll tell you some observation of gender composition. It's about 10% female, 90% male. Okay, right. We take 5 minutes. Okay, so I'll tell you. Right. Okay. So some encounters, Korean females, all right. Yeah, I mean that science high school, yeah, 90% guys, but 10% females, teenagers. Okay. But yeah, some of those females were very beautiful. Okay. I remember their faces. I don't remember their names, but yeah. They were nice. Okay. Yeah. Kind. They were cool. Okay. Let me guess. Tom's as of Vegas yelling at me. Okay. Like, ah! Well, I'm a man. Okay. I'm male. So I like things guys like mathematics, US Army, science, engineering, computer science, computer programming. It's mostly guy thing, like kiki, cookie thing. Okay. So yeah, science high school, 90% men, 10% women. US Army, 90% men, 10% female. Computer science major, Madison, Wisconsin, 90% men, 10% female. So that was my experience. Okay. So in computer science major, Madison, Wisconsin, 10% female. Okay, some of them very attractive. All right. Then computer science PhD, 90% males, 10% female. Okay, so whatever, right? In Korean high school, Korean middle school, gender separation so that we focus on studying. Okay, 99% males. Well, students, 100% males because it's boys' school, middle school, high school, 3 years, 3 years, 6 years. Okay, it's all 100% male students, but 0.1% females teachers or high school, middle school nurses. Okay, some of them very beautiful. Okay, South Korea, middle school, high school teachers, like 0.1% females. Some of them very beautiful. Okay, so yeah, yeah. So in this visit, KAIST, Korean Advanced Institute of Science and Technology, KAIST. It was outside of Seoul. Okay, it's probably Gyeongsangdo, it's like southeast province, about 3 hours from Seoul, southwest of Seoul. Okay. Yeah, so this lady, college student, maybe graduate school, I don't know. Okay. Obviously, she was older than me because I was in high school, teenager. Probably she was in the early 20s. Okay. Yeah, she was very beautiful. Okay. Smart, big eyes, long hair, ponytailed, I think. Very beautiful and very smart. Okay. Impressive. She didn't notice me. I'm just younger boy having a crush on macho lady. Okay, yeah, whatever, right? When I saw her, I remember that she was very beautiful, very smart. It's cafeteria lunchtime in KAIST, Korean Advanced Institute of Science and Technology. Okay, so that's very good science and engineering school. Okay, South Korea. Some of my siblings went there, got PhD. Okay, so yeah, my family members, they're very smart people. Okay, so smarter than me. Yeah, okay, they're cool. I talk to them at least once a month. Okay, my parents, well, my parents, I talk to them at least once a week. I'm mama's boy, papa's boy. Okay, I love my parents. Okay, so they're doing great. Okay, they do diet, exercise, but they still cook their dinner with oil. They're old school. Okay, sometimes when my parents came here in Alaska, that's like 4 or 5 years ago. Okay, by now. Yeah, my dad, my and me, we went to park in Alaska, outskirts of Anchorage. Back then, I was living in Anchorage. I was come to program for state of Alaska about 5 years ago. Okay, my parents, siblings, their children came visit me. Okay, and my dad and me, we went to hiking to this mountain outskirts of Anchorage, Alaska. Okay, mushroom hunting. It was fall, autumn season. So yeah, mushroom season. Okay, so we ran into Ukrainian Alaskans. Okay, yeah, we chatted. Okay, and they showed us these wonderful edible mushrooms. We learned from them what mushrooms are edible. Okay, so they kindly and generously explained to us. Yeah, Ukrainian Alaskans. Okay, they said they're Ukrainian Alaskans. Okay, so yeah, they speak good English. My dad, me, we speak English. Okay, my dad probably better English than mine. Okay, so yeah, my dad, his PhD economics. Okay, he got economics in Ivy League school, Cornell, in 1970s. I was born there. All right, so yeah, his PhD academic, he's professor in Seoul, South Korea, some university in Seoul, South Korea, top 10 university. Okay, so and but he's very people person, very social. Okay, he can talk to random strangers easily. Okay, very sociable, right? Yeah, that's my dad. My mom, amazing social skill, people skill, and very beautiful lady. Okay, so I'm very proud of my father, my mom. They're fantastic. I talk to them at least once a week because I'm a huge fan of my parents. They're in Seoul, South Korea. They're doing great. They're dancers too. Yeah, my mom, my dad, they dance. Okay. My mom, she does practice line dancing. Okay. My dad, more solo dancing, but he's mostly hiker. He go to mountains. Okay. He's a hiker. Yeah. So yeah, we picked some mushrooms 5 years ago in outskirts of Anchorage, Alaska. We ran into Ukrainian Alaskans. Okay. They explained to us what mushrooms are edible. We learned it, my dad and me. Okay. So we picked up edible mushrooms. Okay. And then we brought it home, edible mushrooms. Right. And my dad cooked this edible mushroom in butter. I was like, Dad, why did you have to cook this mushroom in the butter? Why can't you just boil this in water instead of butter? But I ate it and it tasted very good. Okay, so I do not have butter, margarine, or oil in my house. Right? When I cook, I use water. not butter or oil. All right. I use water. All right. When I cook, it's healthier that way. Lean and clean. All right. Yeah. Because our body how to synthesize fat. All right. Any extra energy come from alcohol, like beer belly, alcohol, carbs, protein, sugar, whatever. Any extra energy, they store it as fat. It's twice as energy per mass. Yeah. Smaller volume, condensed energy form, that's fat. So we don't really need fat physically, okay? But metaphysically, yeah, food, comfort food, joy of delicious pizza, mozzarella, cheese. Oh, good stuff, alright. Yeah, every now and then we need that, okay? Yeah, cheese. I love cheese, okay? Don't get me wrong, I love cheese. It's just that I'm old. I have to watch what I eat. But I do eat cheese every now and then, okay? Yeah. French brie, Brie, brie cheese, okay? I love that stuff, okay? Yeah. We'll take 5 minutes break, okay? So, yeah, some more stories, my observation of ladies. Very handful of them, okay? Because, look, in Alaska, I'm in Alaska, okay? Alaska, right? Because I'm male, I like masculine stuff because maybe I'm not that masculine enough, okay? Maybe I'm lacking, wanting, but I'm still male. I like masculine stuff. In Alaska, there are more males than females. Just like Korean, Seoul, South Korean high school, science high school, more males than females. Okay. Then Korean middle school, Korean high school, by policy, by law, gender separation, all male student. Okay. 6 years, 3 years middle school, 3 years high school, Seoul, South Korea. All male students, 100%. Okay. But yeah, there's some female nurses, female teachers, like 0.1%. Right. After that, computer science major in Madison, Wisconsin, United States of America. Again, 90% male, 10% females. After that, computer science PhD in Ithaca, New York. 90% male, 10% female. Right. After that, U.S. Army. 90% male, 10% female. Okay. After that, Alaska. More males than females. Because I'm male. I like masculine stuff. Mathematics, numbers, geeky cookie stuff, like nerdy stuff, computer science, computer programming, Alaska, masculine stuff, US Army, masculine stuff, okay? Because I'm male. Science, mathematics, computer programming. Mostly male, okay? Alaska, more males than females, right? It's like living in the dry desert land. That's why I need strong liquor, whiskey, vodka, okay, dry red wine. Just there are no females. Yeah, bunch of guys. Yeah, brothers, friends, brotherhood. That's good, okay, but it's kind of dry out here. Okay, that's why I need strong liquor like whiskey, vodka, because there's no females around here. Okay, so computer science major. So South Korea high school, science high school, okay, and engineering college, computer science major, computer programmer, okay. It's like dry land, desert. There are no females. Alaska, okay. Masculine place. So, because I'm male, I'm masculine. Maybe not, I'm not masculine enough, but I'm male, right? I like masculine male stuff, like science, computer programming, Alaska, US Army, okay. Brawn. I don't have that much muscle, but yeah, I don't get to see females. It's like dry desert land, desert. Okay, so lean and clean, right? Yeah, you don't have any fat, lean and clean, no sugar, no fat, no honey. Ascet, asceticism, aesthetic, ASCETIC, aesthetic, ISM, asceticism, all right. Buddha, Jesus, all right. Fasting, yeah. Buddha, Jesus, Muhammad Allah, Confucius, Lao Tzu, Zarathustra, Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, they're all males, right? But behind great males, behind the scene, behind the curtain, there are great females, mothers, sisters, aunts. Okay, yeah, they were there, right? We appreciate females. Okay, I'm not sexist, misogynist. No, I'm not. Yeah, behind great males, there are great females, mothers, sisters, grandmothers, wives. Okay, sisters. Yeah, yeah. Nieces. Yeah, behind great males, there are great females. Okay, girlfriends, dates. Okay, I'm a male. Okay, I don't have that much muscle. My martial art is not that good. Martial art, yeah, I practice it, but I'm not good at it. Okay, I don't have that much muscle. I'm not that strong. Maybe I'm not that masculine. I'm not that muscular. Whatever. Okay, but we appreciate females. Okay, the handful of females I've seen in Alaska, U.S. Army, South Korea, Science High School, Madison, Wisconsin, when I was majoring in computer science. Handful of females, like 10%, US Army, computer science major classes. So South Korea, science high school, okay. 10% of females, okay, in the US Army, computer science classes, computer programming classes, science high school, okay. 10% of females, all right. They're so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Yeah. We appreciate females. We are huge fan, okay? Females, they're beautiful, okay? It's just that they're out of reach. Okay. So far away. In Alaska, yeah. Handful of females are here in Alaska. We have long winter, cold and dark. We guys, we love it. We love Alaska. But females don't like Alaska very much, okay? So there are more male than females in Alaska. But the handful of females in Alaska, yeah, they're very beautiful, okay? So, yeah. Just like in Seoul, South Korea, science high school, 10% females, 90% males, right? But the 10% of females, very beautiful South Koreans, okay? US Army, right? 90% guys, 10% females, very beautiful, okay? Computer science major, Madison, Wisconsin, Midwest. 90% guys, 10% females. Very beautiful females, okay? Yeah. As males, yeah, we want to protect and preserve these beautiful females, okay? Yeah. So in my life, I didn't get to see that many females because I'm male, right? I go to US Army, computer science major, science high school in Seoul, South Korea, US Army, okay, science high school in Seoul, South Korea, computer science major in Madison, Wisconsin, computational biology department, computer science department, Ithaca, New York, okay. Mostly male, okay. US Army, mostly male. So Alaska, more male than females, okay. So I did not get to see them many females, okay. So, but when I see them, yeah, I admire them. They're very beautiful, okay. Yeah. Females, beautiful. We want to protect them, preserve them. Females, okay. As a gentleman, right? They're so beautiful. Most of the times out of reach, like distant star in the sky. Yeah. He's just admirers of females. We love females. We want to protect them, preserve them. Females, women, right? Ladies. We are just a fan, right? We are guys. We are geeky, cookie, okay? Kind of crazy in the head, okay? We love numbers, car mechanics, carpenters, plumbers, okay? We like that stuff. Dirty, dingy numbers, right? US Army, sweeping the floor, mopping the floor. Guys, they come to Alaska to experience this wild nature, grizzly bears, brown bears, right? That's how we guys are. We are kind of dumb, right? We want adventures. Yeah. We do very dumb things. Right? Male and female very different, right? We guys, we study mathematics, computer programming, geeky, nerdy stuff. Right? I'm male, okay? Because I'm male, I'm in Alaska, computer science major, studying science and technology, engineering, right? I'm in Alaska, okay? So I don't get to see females, but we admire when we see them, okay? Beautiful females, right? They're so different from us, right? We admire them, okay? We are not sexist, misogynist, no. We're a huge fan of females, okay? We are just a bunch of guys, okay? So when we see them, we admire females, okay? They're so beautiful, different from us. We're just a bunch of guys, computer science major, computer programmers, Alaskans, or whatever, okay? We admire females, okay? We take 5 minutes, 10 minutes break, okay? So, yeah. Okay. All right. We take 5 minutes. I'm drunk. Yeah. But I'm at home. I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, I plenty of food, the cabinet, refrigerator. So no problem. So, but, okay. Yeah, we're just talking trash. Yeah, I'm drunk. I'm sorry. But I'm at home. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not drinking and driving. I don't do that stuff. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, females, they're beautiful. We are males. I am male. I don't know about you. Okay, maybe you're female. Okay, so well, thank you. Okay, but we guys, we are like masculine, whatever. Maybe we don't have that much muscle, but metaphysically, in our brain, yeah, we're kind of geeky, nerdy. We study mathematics, okay? Mostly masculine stuff, okay? Females, yeah, they're fantastic, okay? We appreciate females. We are not sexist or misogynist. No, we are females, number one fans. We are males, right? Yeah, it's just that females, they're beyond our reach. They're way up there. Females, because most guys like myself, we don't have money, power, fame. Alright. What we do, yeah, we just drink vodka, whiskey. Okay. You don't get any females, okay, so. Oh, we play with numbers, mathematics. Alright. Yeah. Oh, you're a loser! What a loser! Huh? You're a loser! Well, but, yeah, sure, I may be a loser, okay, but even John Lennon of the Beatles, he sang about it. I'm a loser. I'm a loser. And da. Yeah, it goes like that, right? What if I sing a song? Okay. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, the point is, we males, we are masculine, okay? We like numbers, plumbing, carpentry, car mechanics, okay? We like that stuff. Computer programming, okay? And when we take classes in those carpentry, car mechanics, plumbing, or HVAC system, engineering, science, mathematics, they're not that many females because females they don't like that stuff. Okay. Yeah, they want to go to females. They're like nursing school. That's great. We need them. Okay. Or medical school or law school. Right? Yeah, we need them. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, I've been to law school. Okay. Like 50% of law school students are females. I saw them. Some of them very beautiful, very kind and generous. Some of them mean. All right. There's like minority of females in law school are mean and rude. Some of them misandrist. They hate males. Some of them, okay. I've seen them. But mostly even some feminists in law school, they're very nice people. Yeah. I've seen them both. Good feminists, not as good feminists. I've seen them all. Yeah. I'm 42 years old. I've seen it all. Okay. Good feminists, not so good feminists. I've seen them all. Okay. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, in medical school, yeah, half female, half male, like co-ed. Okay. You look at politics, right? Political science. Never take any political science classes, but in politics, pretty much half female, half male. Okay. Yeah. But in engineering or computer programming, car mechanics, carpentry, plumbing, they are mostly male, right? You go to U.S. Army. Yeah, there's some 10% females. Some of them very beautiful. I've seen them. Okay, but 90% just was a bunch of guys. Okay, it's not because of gender separation or sexism, misogyny. No, you guys, we're just guys. Male, female, very different. In Alaska, there are more males than females. Why? We have long, dark, cold winter. We guys, we're okay with that. Okay, but most females, yeah, they want to go to Florida, Hawaii, California, or Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, okay, or Louisiana, right? That's what they like, sandy beaches, right? No pun intended. Okay, yeah, sandy beaches. Okay, California, South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, or big ocean, sandy beach, Louisiana, Hawaii, right? Those are the places that females want to live in. In Alaska, yeah, cold, dark, long winter, right? Grizzly bears, we love it. Cold, dark, long winter, grizzly bears, wolves, wolverines, lynx. We love that stuff. Okay. That's why I'm here. I'm man. I'm male. Okay. So we love that kind of challenge. Right? We appreciate, we love females. We admire beauty of female gender. We do. But we are guys. So we study mathematics, this dirty, dingy array of numbers. We are geeky, cookie, nerdy, right? We are males. We like that stuff. Like dealing with this oil pan under the car. We lie down under the ground. This oil pan, right? This dirty, this. bolts and nuts, car mechanical stuff, carpentry, right? Metal, steel, woods, car mechanics, plumbing, carpentry. We like that stuff. We are nerds, geeks. We guys, okay. Alaska. Cold, dark, long winter. Grizzly bears. That's the kind of things we guys, males, love. We love this stuff. Vodka, whiskey, cigarettes. We guys, we love this stuff. Okay. But we are law abiding, hardworking citizens. Alright. We don't hate women. We love women. We admire feminine qualities. Because that's something we don't have. Right? Yeah. Females, we love them. Our mothers, aunts, grandmothers, sisters, nieces, daughters. Oh, they're beautiful, okay? Yeah, but we are males, okay? So male, female, we are very different, right? Yeah. You guys, yeah, we admire womanhood, females, right? We don't hate females. No, we love them. We admire them. It's just that some of us guys, females, they're beyond our reach because we don't have money, power, fame, right? We are geeky, nerdy. We do things that's not very important. Numbers, video games. What's the difference? Okay. Yeah, numbers, video games, we are geeks, nerds. Okay. That's us, guys. Okay. Crunching the numbers, video games. Okay. That's us, guys. Yeah. Repairing this car. Something very absurd. Repairing this car. Nerdy, geeky stuff. Electric cords, pumping and this hydrodynamic entropy, whatever it is, bolts and nuts. We guys, we like that stuff. Alaska, cold, dark winter with grizzly bears. We love that stuff. Okay, we love the challenge, the unknown, adventure. We guys, males, we are like that. Okay, females, that's unknown territory. Okay, the whole different story. Females, yeah, they're women, woman, ladies. Okay, so we don't quite understand them, but we appreciate their beauty, the difference between male and female. We are not misogynists. We are not sexists. No, we are not. We are just males. When we see females, we admire their beauty. They're so beautiful. It's just that they're beyond our reach. They're way up there. Females, okay? We admire them, okay? And we are very protective of them. Good men, right? We love martial arts, right? To protect females, elderlies, children, okay? Disabled. Yeah, we want to protect and preserve. Because they are fantastic people. Okay? We do our job as a male carpenter, car mechanics, plumbers, electricians, computer programmers. Okay, yeah, we do our job. We are strong male. Some of us don't have that much muscle. Okay, but we know so much arts. Okay. We protect and preserve women, children, elderly, disabled people. Okay, because we have morality, ethics. We believe in religion, values. Okay, we are not animalistic. Animalism, yeah, they prey on weaker people. Okay, animalistic behavior, predatory behavior. They kill and eat smaller, weaker individuals, these animals. Okay, we are not that. We are more metaphysical, like Mr. Jesus Christ, Muhammad Allah, or Confucius. Okay, so Buddha. Okay, we want to protect and preserve women, children, future generation, elderly, disabled people. Okay, yeah, because we know some martial arts. Okay, right? Yeah. Whoa. Okay. Yeah. So this male's job, we want to protect and preserve elderly, children, vulnerable people like women, elderly, children, disabled people. We want to protect and preserve them. Mm, this man's job, right? Right. Yeah. Okay. Right. Let's wrap it up for tonight. It's Saturday. Okay. Tomorrow is Sunday. Okay. So we get back to that mathematics. Okay. We get to the bottom of that stuff. All right. Yeah. We're getting very close. Yeah. Those population equation. Right. I sleep on it. Okay. Sure. Okay. Thank you. Good night. Bye. I'm too drunk to continue. Okay. Thank you. Good night. Bye.